Welcome to the Legend of Hexdom. In this video, we hope to show how our game plays within our example map, the Ranger. This is our hero, named Ronaldo the Warrior. His class defines his starting attributes, in this case 1 point in strength, 1 point in agility, and 1 point in magic, all already accounted for in the play sheet. Those attributes can be increased during the game and are important when fighting monsters and bosses. His class also defines his starting skill, Adrenaline, and his other 2 advanced skills. Advanced skills aren't active at the start, but can be unlocked as the game progresses. During the game, you will need to manage your food. Food is used as a fuel in travel and exploration, and it doubles as experience points. As you gather more food, you will unlock advanced skills and attribute increases. HP, your heart points. Your health, you lose HP in combat, exploring, or by starving. There are plenty ways to get more HP, but if you lose your last one, game over. So, as we travel through the hexes, we fight monsters, take loot, increase our stats, until we decide to raid the castles to defeat the bosses. In simple solo play, we win the game if we vanquish at 2 bosses. The rest can be explained as we play. Like most heroes, Ronaldo will start his adventure in a village. In this case, he starts at village 2. There are many methods to select your starting hex. The simplest one is, just choose what you like. So in this example, he starts at the village number 2. In each round, there are 3 phases in the game: roll phase, travel phase, and main phase. Firstly, the roll phase. We roll 3 6-sided dice, keeping note of the results. And then, we go to the travel phase. That's how the hero moves in the map. We must travel using 1 die in the travel box. That die result will dictate how much food we must consume, how many hexes we will travel, and if we may cross water or mountains. The travel movement is mandatory, as heroes don't sit around. Ronaldo must move exactly as many hexes as boots in the travel box, and normally can't cross or stop at an hex with water or mountains. And it's important to notice that we can only do 1 travel movement per round using just 1 die result. And we may never enter an hex more than once. That's for the entirety of the game. Using the dice showing 1. Ronaldo travels to a nearby groove, spending 1 food. We mark in the map his movement and we cross the food he spent. And now, the main phase. In the main phase, we use the remaining dice, 1 at a time, to explore, to adventure, or to raid a boss. However, bosses are big challenges and can only be encountered in hexes containing a castle. Or, if we roll doubles, we may instead discover 1 special gift. And gifts are power-ups that each may only be taken once, but have great effects. Continuing our game. Ronaldo has a 2 and a 6 remaining. He decides to explore. Looking at the explore box, in the groove column, the result 2 gives him 3 food, so he marks his new acquired food in the food box. Using the 6 in the same way, gives a food and a heart. Okay, that's it. New round. And our roll result is a 2, a 3, and a 6. And travel. Let's travel through a mountain. Using the result 3, we will spend 2 food, travel 2 hexes crossing mountains. Ronaldo lands at village number 3. It's a village that is also in the forest. That means that we may choose results in either columns. Now to the main phase. Ronaldo decides to explore, using a 6 in the forest column to consume 2 food and increase his strength by 2 steps, marking the food spent in the food box, and increases his strength. He spent the 2 to also explore, using now the village column to gain 1 food and increase his strength by 1 more. As he marks his food, he marks over a special symbol. That symbol means he may increase any one of these 3 attributes by 1. He chooses to increase his agility, marking everything in the attributes box. Other symbols may also unlock his advanced skills. To constantly gather food is an important part of a hero's plan. Because if your food run out, you take damage for each food that you are not able to spend. That means you can starve and die. New round. Roll. A 6, a 2, and a 3. Let's use the 2 to travel into the plains 2 hexes away, consuming 1 food. Again, main phase. So let's adventure for a change. Time for combat. The adventure box is just like the explore box. Each column is 1 kind of encounter we must overcome. At the top is the requisite of that encounter. If your attribute isn't high enough, you take damage equal to the difference. Some encounters have more than 1 requisite. In those cases, we must see the borders. Non-solid borders means you may choose which attribute to use in the fight, making the challenge more flexible. On the other hand, solid borders with a connection means you use both, taking damage for any attribute that isn't high enough. If you survive, you win. You may now take your loot in the bottom part of the adventure. Back to Ronaldo. Using a 6, he goes to adventure and fight the thug. Looking at the thug, his requisite is magic 5. But Ronaldo's magic is just 1. Well, that means he takes 4 damage, crossing 4 hearts from his HP box. As his loot, he gains 4 pieces of food. He took a lot of damage. He uses the 3 to explore and gain 1 heart. Please notice that damage isn't erased, but you may gain new hearts. That's how healing works in the game. That was rough. New round. Let's roll. We got a 4, a 1, and a 3. Let's use the 1 to travel to the swamp. It will cost us 1 food. Oh, look. Let's remember Ronaldo's skill. Adrenaline. When traveling, if you have 2 hearts or less, increase your strength in 1. Ronaldo spend the food for the travel. And thanks to adrenaline, increase his strength as well. Using the 3 to adventure again, this time in the swamp, Ronaldo plans to fight the frog gang. Their loot is a treasure, the sickle. Treasures are special tools to aid you when you challenge a boss. Each boss is a formidable foe, having 3 requisites, one of them a treasure. If you fight a boss without their requisite, you take 3 damage for not having the right tool for the job. So Ronaldo beats the frog gang as he has strength 5, and take their treasure. Each treasure can only be taken once. Then he uses the 4 to explore the swamp, spending 2 food to increase his agility by 2. New round, new dice. A 2 and 2 3s. Our first double. As we want to use the double for a gift, let's spend the 2 in travel. Let's not forget our adrenaline. Increases the strength. 2 of the same result allows us to discover a gift. Each result gives us a different power-up. So with both 3s, we can discover the vital eggs. Its nutritious goo gives us instantly 3 attribute increases. Each gift can only be discovered once, so we cross them. Ronaldo decides to increase his strength in 1 point, his agility in 1 point, and the final one goes also to strength. New round, new roll. A 4, a 1, and a 5. We use a 5 to travel. It consumes 2 food. We move 2 hexes, and we can cross mountains and water. Landing in a groove, which is good since our food is running low. Don't forget your adrenaline, Ronaldo. Ronaldo is thinking in using a 1 to explore. That would be worth 3 food. Or maybe to adventure. The brown bear has as requisite strength 10. That means more damage. It's quite the conundrum. He spots a better play. Using the 4 to adventure. The gray wolf is an easier target. Requisite strength 8. His loot is food and an attribute increase. He increases his strength. And now he could face the bear. Oh, he just explores for 3 food. Sometimes we just misplay. That goes to show that there's always room for better play in the next time. Anyway, new roll. A 1, a 5 and a 6. Using the 5, we travel 2 hexes. Spend 2 food. Great, another groove. Yeah, Ronaldo wants to get that bear. Increasing his strength thanks to adrenaline. He uses the 1 to adventure. He overpowers the bear, gaining another food and another attribute increase. He uses the 6 to adventure too. Hunting a hare. It has a gem as its loot. Gems can be used in the relic box. If we take 4 gems during the game, when we take the 4th one, we will be rewarded with that bonus to our attributes. Alternatively, we may instead trade a gem for more food, as we can see in the trade box. Each gem can only be taken once, so we cross this one. Ronaldo decides for the long play and mark the first one in the relic box. 3 more to go. Time to roll the dice again. 6, 2 and 5. All right. We can travel without food expenses using a 6. Must move 3 hexes though. Right into the castle. And look at that, adrenaline again. Our strength is maxed. That means no further increases. Even if we are in a castle, that don't mean that we must face the boss head on. We may explore its surroundings or the other rooms in the castle, using the plains or castle columns, avoiding the big bad one. But if you look at the map, there are only 4 castles, so don't lose all your chances to vanquish the foes. Using a 5 to explore in the castle, we can spend 1 food to gain 1 heart and 1 attribute increase. A good deal. Then, we can use the 2 to fight our first boss. Liggy's requisites are Strength 12, the sickle, and Agility 8. Ronaldo beats all requisites except Agility. His Agility is just 7, so he takes a damage for the difference of 1. Liggy is no more. We cross her. As a bonus, when you defeat a boss, you get a free gift of your choice. Ronaldo goes for the mammoth tent. It gives 4 hearts instantly. And that concludes our play. The games is more or less in its halfway point. Once the game ends, we tally the points as shown in the bottom of the map. The full rulebook will be available in our campaign. There will be rules for extra modes and variants. Play solo. Play with or against your friends. Play with fixed dice results and try to achieve the best score. We tried the best we could with our resources to show our labor of love that is Legend of Hexdom. Please go and check out our Kickstarter campaign. We promise to deliver no less than 300 unique maps. Many classes to try, many heroes to triumph, many bosses to defeat, many hexes to travel, and many more ways to play. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and our Instagram. Link in the description. We have extra social stretch goals, and your engagement is fuel to us. A free PDF of this map will be available in our Kickstarter campaign as well. See you guys around, and thank you from all our hearts. We are Paper Mage Games. We wouldn't be here without you all.